Warning. Hashtag DDP Live is for an adult audience. Hashtag DDP Live may contain material that may be unsuitable for sensitive ears. If you are easily offended, run to your panic room now. Listener discretion is highly advised.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
It is the hashtag DDP Live here in the Longbox.FM studios, brought to you, of course, by Riley's Brewing.
Thanks, Riley's.
Of course, this is the best beer you can have at any point when you need just a break from the heat and the world and the people around you, your fiancés, or anyone that annoys the crap out of you in any possible way, not including the people in this room.
What?
Just saying. It's a good beer, so go check it out. Save Mart, any place that sells decent beer. Not the liquor store that says coldest beer in Fresno. That one won't have it. They just lie. So, how are you doing, Anthony?
I'm doing pretty well this week. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. You're here. You're taking the big boy seat because
pretty big.
I'm
a big guy, so I guess I can fill it out, right?
Yeah. Well, you got some big shoes because Nieto can't be here tonight, and unfortunately, he's gotten extremely sick.
He got sick.
Yeah, some workers' comp related type of sickness, so he can't.
Oh, so he can't even leave the house
here.
then.
You know, you trip and fall once in my studio, and you mention the word workers' comp. Like, we're going to have some problems. So he's going to sit on the timeout until he feels like it's time to come back.
Oh, my arm. I have a question.
Yeah?
How's he doing workers' comp if I don't even get paid?
And now, you never talk, Cotty, during the entire show, but suddenly this becomes a point for you.
Well,
Okay.
we all need money.
We done, girl. Look, tonight we got a big show that we're going to be doing up. And last week, of course, we did the very serious homeless ban topic with Steve Brandow. We brought in a couple members of the Fresno County homeless or the mental health. This week will not be that kind of show. This will be the week. This is the slum in it when it comes to serious.
We did bring in some homeless.
Well,
Tim Lee's here.
Almost. I have a bike.
That's almost on par with the homeless.
Yeah.
I see them wheeling around.
Step up.
Yeah. It's a crate, not a box.
You rich bastard.
Would your bike consist of 4 wheels and a cage?
No, technically no.
Okay.
Technically.
Well,
Technically, no.
you lost a couple wheels?
One's a little wobbly.
Save Mart on the
I don't want to
handlebars,
make
so.
that call just yet.
It's almost a tricycle at this point.
You want to call it too early, you know.
Well, our guest here tonight, that was Tim. Now, is it Tim Lee?
Lee, very well. You did it correctly.
Well, you know, we had Tony Lay on before, and I called him Tony Lee, and I just saw that name and went, I'm so screwed.
Yeah.
And
3 letters, I know. It gets very confusing.
the less letters, the harder it really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And when it comes to shortness, our other guest here, Ken
Hey.
Lewis.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, man.
I just want to tell everybody that's watching out here, I'm not really this big, okay? I just want everybody to know there's like 7 cameras on me, okay? And cameras at 10 pounds. You know what I mean? So there's like
Yeah.
7
Sad
on me.
70
That's-
pounds.
So there's
That's-
70
yeah.
extra
why.
pounds.
So Dowdy, I'm gonna send some dick pics out later from right here.
How many?
I
How many?
think this would work good.
How
What do
many
you think?
body cams do you have on
I
you
don't
too?
know. Look at this.
You're
man.
actually very svelte.
Right? Svelte? I don't even
Svelte.
know what that word is.
The opposite of you.
No, but I gotta send a dick pic out. 7 cameras. Imagine that thing, ladies.
That you would need to strap some cameras to it.
Yeah.
I've heard the stories, man. There's a reason you're always single.
That's right.
Hey, if you want to participate in the show, hey, why not? Let's have some fun tonight. Hashtag DDP Live on the Twitter. We'll be looking at the tweets for a specific reason as we go through tonight's show, as well as you can call in 492-0450. We'll answer, talk to you, and you can Skype in. Longbox.FM on the Skypes. Figure it out if you can, because I'd love to try it out for the first time. I think we're going to be playing with it with Corey Feldman here soon.
I think so. And everyone who does call in, Skype in, talk to us, we'll get a free ticket to the Good, Bad, the Ugly. I've got them all right here.
And if
That's a
Attaboy.
deal.
And
That's a deal.
I've got thousands, so let's pack it up.
I know that seems like a reason not to call in, but it's actually good. Now, the big show that you got going on, September 8th, Fulton 55, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Volume 12. We know you two will be on there. We also know that you have an amazing, very talented, very experienced host.
The best.
Yeah.
I was
Long-time
thinking,
pro.
I was thinking, like, who could I get to host this show? Because it is the 12th show.
So,
And,
how many did you call before you got to me?
147.
Okay.
I'm kidding. No, you were the first one, man. You're that guy.
Your lies are convincing,
no, hey,
man.
Okay, I tried.
No, I appreciate it. Actually, it's taken me out of my comfort zone because I've hosted events, musical events, or with my crew doing Festivus. So being in front of a mic, not a scary thing. But in the comic world, there's so much to it as far as respect to the comedians, and I don't want to be some just nobody part timer who goes on and goes, "I can do it. I'm funny." So yeah, I was nervous, but you're putting me out there. You're taking my V card.
I think that you can do it, man. I've seen you. I've seen you behind here. You're very well written and stuff, so I think you could do it. I think it'd be fun.
No pressure. Nobody gives a crap
Yeah.
about the host.
Yeah,
so.
no one cares about the host.
It doesn't matter if you bomb.
You're there
at
so
all.
people can go poop. That's what you're
Yeah.
there for. Okay.
Get their cocktails.
He's
Yeah.
back on. I need to go get a beer.
Yeah.
That's
Your elevator music, dude.
just
Don't
get
worry
it,
about
dude.
it.
That works for me, man. No pressure. Samuel Lopez popping in. Wait, it isn't Wednesday. Yeah, we switched to Tuesdays for the temporary because we had to work with a coworker who's got valley sicknesses of some sorts that he can't be here. So we
Fortunately.
switched for him, and then he can't be here. It's weird how that happens. But for now, we're going to be doing Tuesday nights. So chill your shit, man. Again, you can call in 492-0450 to get berated by the host here. We got tonight for the show, not only the tickets to give away for The Good and the Bad, the Ugly, we got tickets to the Brick Madness movie premiere September 9th. Ooh. So local guy, Justin, who made his own local movie, put it all together, an actual legit movie about Legos, but they call them bricks, and it's going on at, I know copyrights, it's a fucked up thing. It's going to be going on at Tower Theater, and we've got tickets for you for that. That's going to be coming up in the third part of the show. So
It's just a giveaway show at this point. We're just giving everything away, right?
I'm giving away a seat to be a host on my show. Actually, the chair. I'm going to give you the chair that Kenneth broke. Look, tonight's show.
Which one?
Yeah, God, there is a goddamn graveyard of Kenneth chairs, man. I had to end up bringing in the wood chairs for him because, the big old kitchen table wood chairs because it was just like, dude, you're too big. You keep breaking my shit. I can't do this anymore. Tonight's show, we got a game going on. Some may remember it from the old days. Trigger Me This is going to be happening tonight. And I think with the current political climate and the way everybody's really concerned, and we like our safe zones, we'll play with that tonight. And Tifa may be outside as we do the show, and that I'm excited for. And we got our main topic tonight. We're actually going to split up in our own version of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, dealing with hashtags, current trending things. We're just going to chat about them. Some fun ones for you guys, Tim and Ken, and then we got some things to actually talk about, like hashtag What If Life Was a Reality Show. So we're going to get into all that, and there might be some little behind-the-scenes stuff that I get to play around with too. That's just going to add to the final product here. I have high hopes. Which is weird because I just got a job today, so it's just really bad time to start adding more to
lost
my
that
life.
Excuse. I'm just happy you lost
There
that
goes that
excuse.
unemployment.
No, I didn't get to even get unemployment long enough. I got like 1 week. Stupid waste.
Well, that's your fault.
Yeah, my fault for getting a job.
You got to milk that.
Being proactive.
Anthony, you ready to do this?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Okay,
to do
cool,
this.
because we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, the Clambake, brought to you by Anthony and Depends. That's coming up here next on hashtag DDP Live here in Longbox.FM studio. You're listening to the hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM. Clambake intro. Clambake intro. Holy hell, man. Wow, live radio's fun. I don't know what the hell happened, but IP4 got his first full screw-up of the new show here. So I know that was partially not your fault, but you're getting the full hit from that, man. God, wow. And it's the hashtag DDP Live here, brought to you by Rally's Brewing, and it is time for the Clambake.
Welcome everybody to this week's Clambake, brought to you by Adult Diaper Depends.
Yeah, which Kyle needs, or IP4 needs right now.
Oh yeah, he's gonna need that.
Because you yelled at him.
Right? I wonder if the other guy went on workers' comp.
Look
He's
at the
emotionally
sheet.
damaged.
I put so much effort into this.
I think he's probably past the point of depends.
We're gonna have him triggered here in a minute. Oh, Jesus Christ! Go on.
Can't even drink this milk stout now.
Poor bastard.
But this first story, I've never really felt a story connect with a story so much before. This first story actually, there's a rising number of young Chinese people that are failing the fitness test for the army because the army says they're too fat and they masturbate too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How are they finding out
Right,
that
yeah.
how much are they watching
I'm
them?
waiting
Is
for the
there a
camera to
test?
zoom in on me.
Who would answer that question honestly on a business or a military questionnaire?
They've got to measure wrists, right? Like this forearm is way bigger.
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
Well, hold up your arms, Ken. Let's see it.
No Chinese army for you. I'm sorry. But according to the Chinese government, it's a high rejection rate has been triggered by, not enough youths getting good physical conditions. They're saying one is a poor diet. And this is kind of a weird one. Frequent masturbators have abnormally large testicle veins.
Well, you got to shoot that through so frequently, man.
So
I
it's
mean,
like a muscle, really, right?
Yeah.
So it's like working out with a dumbbell. So at one point you got, projectile. It's coming out like projectile speed, right?
yeah, you're creating a super highway of sperm, man. Every time you tug.
I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable.
Warning.
There you go. There you go.
There's the first one of the night. Hopefully not the last.
Oh, it won't be.
But apparently it's, attributing to computer games, little physical activity, and it's just causing the Chinese government.
Wait a minute. Video games, no physical activity, and jacking off.
Yes.
That sounds like America. Brought to you by Blizzard. By the way, I played World of Warcraft's new season of the great game called Sit and Jack This. What?
I scored
New
22 hit
season.
points.
I love this season of this game.
I'm a level 70 jacker.
Look, you can control the direction on the new one.
The joysticks works better down here.
What are the
Hey,
achievements
Chris,
on
can you
that?
give me some coins? Some gold coins.
It's like Angry Birds. You have to knock down walls and things.
You only get one shot every 30 minutes, though. So
Now, as you get older, young one.
Grasshopper.
Can we move on?
Like 4 days.
This is
Once you get
really
older,
going
it's like
down
4 days.
It's going down a fun road.
Oh my.
YouTube is starting to become a big thing now, right? All
Fuck
these creators.
YouTube. I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hashtag F YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, but as you guys know, content creators on YouTube are starting to get big. It's actually getting to the point where YouTubers are starting to pull off even way crazier stunts. For instance, this YouTuber became the mayor of a U.S. town, and for an hour, within 30 minutes, he bans heterosexual people, and then gets impeached.
That was quick.
All within 30 minutes to about an hour.
What?
Yeah, according to him, he was inspired by Trump. His name is Elijah Daniel. He spent 2 days phoning different towns. According, he got the town Hell, Michigan. The name of the town is Hell, Michigan. And you can go there for about any visiting person can go pay $100, and you become the mayor for an hour. And in that hour, he decided to ban all heterosexual people.
Oh, I'm going there. I'm going to pay $100, become the mayor, and we're going to play the new season of World of Warcraft. It's just going to be everyone line up.
That's going to be the town's national sport.
The Chinese can't do it. Let's go.
But yeah, so, he said he was growing up. He was always told that homosexuals would go to hell. And so I guess he brought that to the town.
Okay.
I like the spin. Finally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a good spin, right? Yeah, that's a good spin, right? Yeah.
The world's going to hell.
But, in Texas now, they're allowed to openly carry swords past 5.5 inches.
All right.
Nice.
That's right. Texas, you can now openly carry, as of last Friday, blades longer than 5.5 inches, including, now, there's certain areas you can't bring them to, but a Jim Bowie knife, daggers, dirks, throwing knives, stilettos, poignards, machetes, spears, and apparently you just can't bring them to, who would have guessed, schools. You can't bring them to bars.
In Fresno, I get arrested for pulling out my 4.4-inch sword. So I'm moving to Texas.
You just got to go to a World of Warcraft event in Texas. You know who's really excited about this? The open carry? Like, internet sensation, he's been waiting forever for his kind of moment. This dude here, IP4, hit that. Yeah, there you go. Hit it. God damn it. The fat dude, I looked it up by fat dude with sword. And it came up with like 20 entries. But, dude, this guy hates water. Which, he's probably doing a lot of sodium.
Yeah.
But look at that. This guy's an expert. He will kill Alhambra. Yeah. Just no shit's given. And here we go. Swing that sword, buddy.
Take that, Dad.
Oh.
What do you think the over-under is on how many times he's watched Beverly Hills Ninja?
In between rounds of World of Warcraft.
Can you really call a 5.5-inch knife a sword, though? Is that really a sword?
I guess anything over that's considered according to the law.
All right, ladies.
Why?
You heard it here first. Hashtag DDP Live.
Why is that a thing?
It's now a sword.
They just feel like it's a right that they needed, that to openly
That's
carry
super
your great
random.
sword.
In case you don't have time to pull your gun out.
You got to be careful. What if the Japanese get all uppity again and bring all their last samurais around? You want to be able to go sword to sword, right?
That's right.
Just take a gun.
Or machete.
Yeah, we're in Texas. There it is.
That's
in
a
Texas.
sword from down south.
Machete. All right.
Actually, this week in Getting Paid.
Oh, yeah, I have a thing for that now.
Oh, you do have a thing for that. That totally just...
Totally natural. Mm-hmm. It's time.
Brad, I'm just putting on speaker so you can...
That's the wrong goddamn one!
It says obtaining blood samples for...
Why is nothing working for me today?
This is something...
Shut up,
got
bitch.
A job.
Yeah, I know. I got a job. So, look here.
Brad, I'm just putting on speaker so you can...
Never mind. It was cute. It was really funny. I had my son saying, "Give me my money." It was the introduction to a brand new bid on this thing, and I totally blew it. I just pulled an IP4. Go.
Oh, my God. Totally ruined my momentum, but... continuing
You were
on.
rolling, dude.
Yeah, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. The Utah nurse who was violently detained by the cops after not, giving a blood test to an unconscious victim, basically. He just went on the Today Show and was talking about now that the lawsuit is definitely on the table. And she is ready to take it to the state, and she basically just wants the policies to be changed. I mean, we all saw her. She was dragged outside to the front of the hospital by this. Obviously it was a cop on, some sort of power trip.
No, yeah, total, complete, full-on power trip.
So I was watching the video. I just started. As soon as he grabbed her, I'm thinking that's $250,000.
Yeah.
As soon as he dragged her outside, I think that's another $250,000.
No, you just threw a zero at the back of it.
Just throw another
2.5
zero.
million.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 points.
Remember, the lawyer's got to get paid too.
Yeah, that's true. Huh? This is going to be a pretty high profile.
He gets a lot of
I
zeros.
felt pretty sad for her too. She was just doing her job.
And she was real chill about it when she was
really
doing it.
Calm and hey, I had her supervisor on the phone and it was horrible.
Did you guys hear the whole audio?
I don't know if you're...
That I have. That I have.
Are you sure?
There's a 50-50 chance that this is going to be the audio.
So she's talking with her supervisor. Right.
For police enforcement from patients suspected to be under the influence. Okay? This is something... that you guys agree to with this hospital. The 3 things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest. And neither of those things, the patient can't consent. He's told me repeatedly that he doesn't have a warrant, and the patient is not under arrest. So I'm just trying to do what I'm supposed to do. That's all. So.
Okay, so basically at this point, she's on the phone with her supervisor. She's explaining the constitutional law as the middle person between her supervisor and the cop who's sitting there. He's trying to draw blood from an unconscious victim. Which, on all the lists of everything, there's the end point right there. You can't draw blood. No. And this guy was the victim in a crash where the guy who hit him, however illegally that all happened, died. So, victim of all victims here. So Cop Man, who's just owning that bald spot on the head. I mean, he's a hair or two away from a full Picard. He's just sitting there looking all Ken Lewis-like, just not happy about this. And
okay, so I take it without those in place, I'm not going to get blood. Is that? Am I fair to surmise that?
Alex, you're not representing the hospital. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea why he's blaming me. I'm just representing.
And here we go.
She's the one that has told me no.
Yeah, but sir, you're making a huge mistake right now. Okay. Like you're making a huge mistake because you're threatening a nurse.
Okay. No, we're done. We're done. You're under arrest. We're going. We're done.
There she goes.
And now it sounds like Ken Lewis's bedroom on a Saturday night. No,
you just draw the blood,
dude. The total line there that made all the sense because she told me no. It's total dick move.
If one of the criteria was the patient has to be under arrest, I'm surprised the cop didn't just say, "Okay, well, he's under arrest."
You can't you can't arrest somebody who's unconscious. Again, you have to read the Miranda rights. So the cop was just hosed. He had nothing.
Trying to draw
they could
blood
have got the
on
electric
somebody
warrant.
who's
I'm assuming they could have went and got that
if they had reason.
If they had reasonable cause. That's all. At a certain point, he just went, "Well, I don't care about the law. I just want to do it anyway."
I need his blood.
Yeah. How dare you call me on the law?
I know. Of all people, should know it.
She knew the law, right? Like,
she was on it.
Normally, women don't know that crap. How did you know that, woman?
Okay.
I would expect the doctor to know that, but not the nurse.
Ken Lewis
well, you
moving
went to
to
4 years of school, right?
Wow.
What?
Okay.
Ken's feminism just showed up here. So, yeah, terrible fucking story, man. But she's getting paid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a great story. She's probably going, all right, fine.
What I liked is this happened in July, and it's just all surfaced. Because she's been shopping her lawyers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the best. She kept it quiet for a while and then brought it up when she needed to. She
I
was
like
orchestrating,
her.
puppet master.
And her supervisor basically warned the cop, "You are making a mistake here. We are going to sue you into oblivion."
What that guy doesn't understand is by big mistake, the cop is eventually just going to be pushed up to administration with a paid leave.
Yeah. He gets a desk job out of the deal. I think that's
everyone here is getting paid except the guy on the phone trying to keep the calm. He's the other one, and this whole thing going, damn it.
Well, think about it. You're on your day off. You just get a random call from a nurse, and then all of a sudden she's getting dragged out the front of your hospital. Yeah. It's just like, what a ruin your Labor Day or something.
That dude's best hope is Maury. That's all he's gonna get.
Well, if this is Texas, she had a sword with her. Right. She might have been able to defend herself.
Oh, how do I pull in Chinese World of Warcraft here? Let's tie them all together. No, give me another story.
Well, I think if this was a recreational marijuana, legal state, I think it would have been a little bit more calmed down. And speaking of marijuana. Netflix has actually co-created some strains based off their original shows. That's right.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
They've co-created a few cannabis strains based on the selection of the most popular show. One of them, each strain is specific to the show. For instance, more energetic shows are sativa, while more dramatic shows are indicas.
What do they put for weeds?
Yeah, right.
It's just. This
everything.
That's just the title. But, shows features like Orange is the New Black, which I'm sure you guys are all formed with. Pusey's Riot is the name of the strain. It's a sativa. Another one.
Can we say that?
I don't know.
Pusey is right.
Pusey is Riot. Pusey's? Am I saying it right? Hopefully.
think he
Arrested
meant
Development.
pussy.
Here's my.
Pusey's. Oh, okay.
My favorite strain is Banana Stand Kush from Arrested Development. And it's told, you're supposed to be using that for big yellow joints. So it's supposed to be pretty good for, the big joints.
I have a question.
Chris.
Okay, not really much of the pothead here. I had a good 4-month run back in college.
Me too.
I remember a
You were in
time.
college?
Yeah, for 4 months.
Not even enrolled.
Once that financial aid rolled out, no more weed or college. People used to just smoke weed, right? There was just weed, like give me a bag, right?
Oh, it's crazy now.
Or there was give me weed because I'm poor and give me the better stuff because I have the extra 20 on me. So now it's too much.
Yeah, and there were no names. There was nobody had a scale. They just had fingers. A finger was $10. That was it.
See, I would never start smoking weed now.
I wasn't around for that.
No.
I'd walk into a store and be
I'm
like,
old.
"Are you kidding me?" It's like Red Bulls. Why do we need 18 flavors of Red Bull? No, give me that one can that gets me going. Yep, we're good.
It's not like you're drinking it because of the taste.
Yeah. But let's get the raspberry one going. And the Ron Gronkowski version.
Right?
Wait, what?
Tim knows all about marijuana.
I know a bit. A smidge.
Oh, you did a report in college on it?
I'm high right now.
Wow. That was one hell of a report.
I have weed in my pocket. I have two different kinds.
You're still in college?
Different names. He has the DDP Live hashtag weed in his pocket.
Yes, it makes
I'm with you, Dowdy. I don't smoke pot. I haven't smoked pot in years, so it just makes me stupid.
It keeps me from punching people in the neck.
It puts me to sleep. It's this is just gone. It could be like 3 in the afternoon, just gone. I'm
To
out.
each their own. I get the whole Netflix thing because, but the problem is with Netflix and weed, once you smoke, all you do is spend 45 minutes trying to decide on something to watch. And you never get there. You have to pick it first,
hold on.
then smoke.
I'll tell you from a sober guy, you spend the same amount of time looking
so it's
for something to watch. It's not
so
the weed.
It's not the weed. Okay, good.
God, I hate that, man. And I've got all these movies. They suck. They suck. They suck.
Yeah,
They suck.
nah.
They suck.
Seen it.
No.
Don't want to. Seen it. And then by that time, it's too late, and you have to go to sleep.
Or even worse, if your partner's sitting there with you, seen it. Hope she didn't notice that. Seen it. Like she's got to be like, Titanic, I'm on. No,
Or like,
no.
Or you're not supposed to be caught up on something you're binge watching together.
Oh yeah, I've been caught on that.
Yeah.
And that shit rats you out, man. Because I have gotten like 4 episodes ahead of her,
Shameless.
and I'm like, it's okay.
Unentitled
It's
season.
okay. It's okay. I'll just rewatch it. But no, when we get on there, it goes, you have watched all these.
Yeah.
She's like, when did you see these?
When did you watch She Likes It Dirty?
It calls you out. I don't like that.
Or they add something because you watch She Calls It Dirty. You're gonna like She Likes It Really Dirty.
Netflix is a rat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck
Snitch.
Netflix.
That's what I really came from that Netflix weed story is that Netflix is a rat. That's it,
Should be net bitch.
Pre-show.
Net snitch.
Net snitch. There you go.
Funniest thing.
Hashtag net snitch.
Funniest
There it
thing
is.
you hear
Hashtag
all
there it
night.
is.
Hashtag net snitch.
All right, we're done. That's the highlight.
Before the show started, and you could see this on the hashtag DDP Live, or 360 camera that we'll be putting out here later on. We were talking with Tim. Tim, not a fan of the clowns, right?
I don't like clowns.
Which is perfect
Not at all.
because
Well, because the World Clown Association is actually upset at the movie It because it's portrayal of scary clowns.
You know what? Fuck clowns. All right.
Fuck clowns, huh? Well, apparently the industry has taken a hit because of all this scary clown business. People, they book shows, libraries are canceled because they say kids are too scared of, with the new recent movie coming out. And now Stephen King is actually getting attacked on Twitter about it because when was the book released? Like
81 or something like that.
80s. But now he has to defend himself, saying the clowns are pissed at me. Sorry, most are great, but kids have always been scared of clowns. Don't kill the messenger. You don't kill the messengers for the message. So,
You know what hurt the clowns is all the pedophiles, man. I mean, you get to dress up so no one sees what you look like, and you get paid to hang around children all day. Yeah. And then the Megan's Law thing really fucked up the clown industry.
Yeah, because most of the photos were taken in their clown outfits. So.
So who did you say there was an organization that did this?
Yeah, the World Clown Association.
There is a World Clown.
Yeah,
there's 11. There's 11 guys.
Dude, there's a Juggalo club. Yeah. There's going to be a clown club.
Oh.
Ew.
What happened?
Juggalos. She doesn't know the Juggalo.
They're the other type of clown.
No, you're better off for that, babe. I'll show you a picture later.
They're the meth head clowns.
They're like mimes.
Speaking of clowns, Lil Wayne is not doing too well lately. Apparently, he's been hospitalized for seizures. Multiple sources say that he's been hospitalized on Sunday in Chicago. He was found unconscious in his hotel room. He was rushed there. They were told he suffered another seizure while there. I have no idea what that noise was.
That was Lil Wayne just introducing himself at a concert. He does cocaine. Actually, that was bad. My bad, dude. That was stupid. I'll write that down.
Yeah,
I should have had the scissorp one.
I always thought that was Whitney Houston.
Well, they both were found unconscious in their hotel room, so...
Well, a lot of rappers and a lot of people are saying that this is due to his drug use with actual that scissor stuff, actually causing the seizures.
Lil Wayne does drugs.
No. People with tats on their neck and face and stuff do drugs. Come on.
Bullshit.
No.
Hashtag bullshit.
That's too easy. I'm not going to let you get away with that.
And lastly, for crazy old people news, I'm sorry for anybody here that old people's a
define old
term. 72.
Okay.
Robert Fergus was detained. Supposedly he ran naked with a pair of scissors to a public reception area at a McDonald's lunch Rannoch hotel and smashed a glass pane.
There you go.
Not to be followed by his wife, who threatened to shoot the staff members for reacting badly to the alcohol she consumed earlier.
What?
There he is.
What?
Yeah, there they are right there. There's the couple right there.
Ran naked.
He ran naked through the hotel.
A pair of scissors.
And smashed a glass pane while she was threatening the staff to shoot them.
Now, see, I can get this. My mom, who's I'm pretty sure is watching right now. Actually, a couple of moms are watching right now. My mom has stated once she hits 80, she's decided that that's exceeded any of the lifespan because she does genealogy, so she knows everyone below her. So she knows at that point nothing else matters, and she plans to just go apeshit crazy, like moo-moos, and whether she pulls it up and starts slashing people or whatever, she doesn't care.
Slashing people.
When you're old, you can do things.
You're eccentric. At a certain point, you become eccentric.
Yeah. Relationship goals. That's what that was.
You get crazy together, right?
Cuddy, maybe.
Yeah.
Can that be a goal of ours? Once we get old enough, we just walk around naked, not caring, and then we just act like we don't know where we
are. You can go to Texas and have swords and be naked.
It's got brought back.
Yeah.
You've already done that.
You can go cut some water jugs.
You can start now.
So, the couple was fined $5,344. For
$334.
Yeah, $5,344.
Did he give any reason why he was running naked?
They were both drunk. Apparently, they were in the hotel bar before, and they got a little intoxicated. And
it happens,
on those gin drinks.
It's a little too much Metamucil.
I've been inappropriately naked and drunk before in public, and
with some scissors.
Yeah.
They must have had a pretty good party, I guess.
They were hanging out with Lil Wayne. He was getting seizures. They were naked stabbing windows. We missed it. We missed it at the start of the show, the things we learned. And I figure with the last we got going on, so we can try to keep on schedule, and I think IP4 has got it down. Let's fire off with a couple of these real quick.
Now, it's time to showcase what we have learned in the last week.
This was only really necessary because I got a message on the Facebook from fans in the United Kingdom, Birmingham, saying, we love your show. We listen to them all the time. That's cool because this is the third one. Lee Beat and the fam are out. Now, I looked at his profile. I don't know if this guy even knows how to get out of the front door without hitting himself, but it could just be a troll thing. But, thanks for listening to us. And get some Rileys out there in England. Also, make sure to get some of that ISIS rape or whatever happens out there.
Oh,
Anthony,
let's not get that. How about that? That's that ISIS rape. But going on to things I learned. So I was just recently in San Francisco, and it turns out that homeless people just don't care if you tell them to go away. In Fresno, you can tell them, hey, man, I'm not here. I just want to go on. They'll leave you alone. These people, they'll follow you. For instance, we were driving in our car. I parked at a In-N-Out. We were hungry. Homeless dude comes up to us and says, oh, your headlights are foggy, So I said, no, I don't want to clean it, He's like, no, and just starts cleaning my headlights right there. And so he's all like, and I'm just like, dude, what the hell are you doing, I walk up there. He's like, look, really, it cleaned it. Swear to God, it actually cleaned it. My headlights look amazing. But I looked him right in the eye and I said, that looks the same. Because I just wanted him to leave me alone at this point.
Wow, where were you in the homeless band show last week? You heartless son of a bitch.
I guess I'm just terrible taking, good headlight jobs away from people.
I've learned a good trick on the headlights, by the way. Toothpaste. Rub it on with your hand, just, because it's gritty enough. Rub it on, and then you can just wipe that off. And holy crap, it actually works.
I heard that off works good, like bug spray off works really good, cleans your headlights. No?
I don't know.
I have,
You're on your own. You're on your own on that one, man.
When we take a break, we'll go outside and we'll put all these different chemicals on Cuddy's car and see which one looks best.
No, I'm already missing one headlight.
Well, maybe this will help bring it back.
You never know.
Maybe it's just that dirty.
You got to make it that good. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Tim, before we bounce out of here, do you have anything that you learned in the last week?
Anything in the last week? Wow, no pressure. Thanks for just, going right to me.
You saw it coming around the table, man.
I did.
You're high.
So that's what that, yeah.
You're high.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay, I got one if you want.
Okay,
time
please,
to
go
think
ahead.
Of one. So, pools are kind of dangerous if you if you don't exercise precautions, right? And of course, if there's children around, always keep an eye on them. Well, this week I learned that kiddie pools are dangerous for adults too.
Can you explain this story?
Please.
Here, let me help you out. Go ahead.
I was sitting in a kiddie pool and I fell.
Sitting.
Yes.
How do you exactly? Haven't you already fallen if you're sitting?
Cuddy is a special type of person.
I was trying to adjust myself, but I was sitting, and then I lost my balance. But the good thing is my drink was okay.
The rest of her underwater, which is a foot deep, man. But all of her underwater, that drink is held in the air like the torch, man.
Her hand just turns into a gyroscope, just wherever she's moving.
I could have been in the Olympics.
The whole crew that was sitting out here just stopped as we see this person just flopping around in the pool. We're like, how the hell did you fall? You were sitting. That's an achievement.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Oh, Tim. Did you think of one?
No, I haven't yet.
What?
Well, yes, I learned that big difference in, speaking of marijuana and weed, in the whole vapor thing. I'm old school. I like just load a bong, load a pipe, let's go. Recently, a couple of vapes thing. Well, my stepdad got like a heavy duty one, so I hit it like it's a bong and. Yeah. I learned you should not do that.
No.
I almost went down.
You ease into a vape, man.
Yeah, I threw up like 9 minutes later. I'm there. You got me. I puked from my head. Whatever. It was like a gravity bong to me. It was awful.
You puked on hipster air.
Oh, I know. Now I have to put my ponytail on the top of my head. Oh, are we breaking up? You're breaking up with me?
I actually learned what monostat was this week. So I did. I thought it was like electronic device. I had to go buy this monostat stuff. I went out to the store and stuff. It's not. Don't laugh. It's not an electronic device. Okay. I went to Radio Shack. Okay. I went to Best Buy. Okay. You know how embarrassing it is to ask the girl at Best Buy where she keeps her monostat? Okay. So I learned what monostat was. And ladies, if you're listening out there, they make a 2-day treatment and a 7-day treatment. I don't know if you guys know this, but they make 2 different treatments. And I'm just trying to sit there. I'm thinking, like, who in the hell is buying the 7-day treatment? Right? You ever bought the 7-day treatment? Like,
I don't even.
You're just standing like, oh, my
That is.
vagina itches. I could go 5 more days. You know what I mean? I could save $1.50.
That's for a serious itch right there.
So,
I'm all right for
so,
now.
So, fellas, Monistat is not an electronic device, okay? It's for your vagina. Okay, so that's what I learned, Dowdy. That's what I learned.
Well, in this world, it could be for a dude's vagina.
Yeah.
Sorry. We are going to take a quick break. Well, we're going to put on some music for you guys. A couple music videos. We're going to get set up for our main story coming up tonight. We're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, our version. A little bounce around. Obviously, you can tell where this show has gone already tonight. It's going to continue down that path as Tim smokes more hipster air. And Cody, hopefully you don't fall during the break. I know you're sitting in a chair, but anything's possible with you. We will be right back here on the hashtag DDP Live on Longbox.FM.
You're tuned in to hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM.
Here we go. Suck it up. Suck it up. Hashtag DDP Live here in the Longbox.FM studios, brought to you, of course, by Riley's Brewing. And so we're hitting up our main story, main topic tonight as we do the show. And please, if you're listening to those who are listening live tonight, and let me stress this. When we go live, listen live, because we give the opportunity for you to call in, 492-0450. It's on the screen, or to do the Skype, or to win tickets, such as at the end of the segment, we're going to give you a chance to win tickets to see Brick Madness going on Tower Theater September 9th, as well as plenty of options to give away all the good, the bad, the ugly tickets, because Ken Lewis is just not able to sell anything, and he's giving it up. He's treating it like his own dong, man.
You know,
He's just like...
I don't ever sell these things. I always give them away. Like just 12th show, I just give them away. I don't know. It's just...
I did the same with Festivus. I'm like, okay, I want people to buy them, but at the same time, I also want people to be there, and I don't trust people to buy them, so I'm just going to give them away because I don't want to pressure people for their money.
You want it to be a party.
You would be surprised
that's more important
how
than making
hard
money.
it is to give away tickets.
I know, right?
Me and him actually went and sat. We went and sat like 3 different restaurants during the week. One was Applebee's, where I said, "Hey, I'll be at Applebee's. Come down and get tickets." And like 4 people showed up. Like,
all right, I got a brainstorm because we did the homeless last week. Why don't you give a stack of tickets to homeless people in River Park area and say, look, when you're begging for money, offer them these tickets as a you give me $5, I give you these tickets.
Sam Kinison used to do that way back in the day.
Fuck, I stole something.
No, you didn't steal it. Like
it's already been done.
Been there, done it. I don't know if they'd ask us
it's
back.
It's like I'm a rogue or something.
Yeah.
God. All right, so sorry, totally off. Let's do this. Our topic tonight, we're going to be doing the good, the bad, the ugly, our own version. We're going to be doing it off of what was trending today on the Twitters. So you can pop in with anything you want. Feel free to do it. I know you won't, because all you guys listening out there are kind of a bunch of pussies and refuse to call in. I'm calling you out like that. We're going to start off our good. The hashtag that was running today, stupid questions for comedians. Which was perfect. I'm like thinking, what the hell are we going to do for the show today? I lost my phone, by the way. Don't call in. Don't call in. My phone's in front of me. Call in. We're good.
Now you're pussies again.
What?
So, I'm just going to pull up randomly from Twitter, and for our comedians here tonight, Tim Lee and Ken Lewis, you guys get to answer whatever stupid thing I pull up, and we're going to start with this. The very first one. Here we go. It is from Mike Koo at Koo007. I don't know how to say the name. His question is, what's the deal with politics?
You want to take this from Tim?
Not at all. That sounds like a Seinfeld setup of one of his jokes or something, and that's it. That's not really a question.
I don't do a whole lot of politics.
Me neither.
In my jokes, I stay away from that stuff. I stay away from topical stuff altogether. I mean, I'm still doing
like creams,
purple Teletubby jokes. So
he likes to stay current.
Yeah. So I don't know. Politics, like when Trump became president, comedians around the world were ecstatic. I mean, that's material for us. I mean, that's endless amount of material. Once he became president, that's all what late night TV is talking about forever. Comedians are now getting a bunch of material. So
to me, sorry.
Go ahead.
To me, it's low hanging fruit for comedians for the most part. Unless you really nail a joke, it's just like whatever.
I've been doing a Donald Trump joke for, I think we talked about it last time.
Yeah.
For 6-7 years. It's not about Trump, but it has his name in it, and now all of a sudden, when I mention his name, I get this or I get a clap. Depending where I'm at.
Yeah.
If I'm in Tehachapi, I'll get a clap.
Oh yeah.
And then,
dude, you'll be like Rudy. You'll be on people's shoulders. No, but that's the thing with politics too, is you have to walk such a tightrope. You're pissing somebody off. You're pissing off half your audience, depending where you're at, and. But in avoiding politics, like I've got all kinds of funny stuff. I can bash both sides. Well, I'm gonna piss somebody off. I piss enough people off talking about stuff that I think is funny. And I like the things I say. I think are funny thoughts in my jacked up mind.
Now, has it always been this way, or is it just recently it started to get that way? So, being
it comes and goes.
Yeah,
it very much depending on the culture. Yeah.
When George Bush, the stupid guy, was president, everybody was making jokes about him. They still are. Obama was black, so of course there's lots of black jokes. I mean,
Lenny Bruce,
millions of black jokes.
Yeah, Lenny Bruce went to jail for obscenity over something that you hear on primetime TV now. It's no big deal, in the, I think it was like the early 60s. Depending on the political climate at the time, it kind, and then Obama kind of jacked everybody up. It's like, oh, we can make fun of him. Oh, he's black. Fuck, I can't say anything. I mean, you can't, because you automatically, even though it could be the funniest joke ever about something that he did or thought that you find the humor in. Oh, you can't. You're that's inner 7-second delay is like, oh, you don't want to say that, dude. Not gonna do it.
All right, next question for you guys from Subs to Todd. I hate Twitter, man. Just use real words. Todd Hubert. It's your moment of fame here in this huge show. Your choice: stand-up comedy or the Catalina wine mixer. How do you want to make bank, bro?
I definitely go, well, they're kind of similar, because comics I get paid in, drink tickets, lots of times in different beers. So the Catalina wine mixer, I think they probably get paid in wine. So I think
it's win-win.
I would much rather make my money at the wine thing.
Better looking drunk women at the wine one.
Right, I think
absolutely.
So.
That's like a big plus at a comedy show.
Yeah, because sometimes to the chuckle fuckers aren't the best looking gals in the audience.
See, I would see
the what?
Chuckle fuckers.
Chuckle fuckers is
Hashtag
a groupie for
comedians.
You have groupies for bands,
and sports and stuff. Like Alyssa Milano fucked like half the major leagues back in the day. Can we say fuck?
Can we say
fuck?
No, you watch your fucking mouth, dude.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
No, I imagine the women, the Catalina wine mixers, are just the reformed Poison followers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That watch Real Housewives of everywhere.
They got married to someone who wasn't that.
Yeah.
So, like the bleach hair had to go away or straightened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spiral perm. The spiral perm or the Vince Neil look is now,
They wear shirts to cover up the bad idea for tattoos.
But me and Tim, we would have to sing Boats and Hoes if we were at the Catalina.
Dude, you have no idea. We would so be on that.
It would be given. We'd have to sing Boats and Hoes.
Boats and
Hoes. And we'd close with Dick in a Box.
There's not a box small enough for Ken. Hey, next question.
Hey.
Actually, it was right below it from Rough Butter, at Rough Butter, 2 R's. Why can't I talk during the show? Don't you want audience interaction?
Your name's Rough Butter. That sounds like a prison lube.
Oh, look at that
It's like a
mustache.
sex position.
No, that's Zappa. That's Frank Zappa, isn't it?
With a hoodie.
Why does the hair look lighter than the mustache?
You know,
Well, we can ask women that.
Yeah, you girls need to answer that question. No, we don't
It
like.
looks like a fake mustache.
We
That's
don't
what
like
I'm
people
saying.
talking during the show. Just shut up, sit there and listen. Every now and then, I do a lot of crowd work. Well, I will ask the audience questions. It doesn't matter what you answer. I'm going this way or this way. But no, we don't really want you talking during the show. I had a show at one of the places here in town, Press Box 2, which I do once a month. Plug it.
Best show in town. The best monthly
third
show
Saturday
in
of the
town.
month, we do a Press Box 2 show. And I brought my roommate, who was a girl, who actually, you know her, Dowdy. She was our Vanna girl for the...
Yeah, Vanna.
Well, she was there drunk at the show, and she literally told the headliner... Can you be quiet? I'm trying to have a conversation over here. She told the headliner of the comedy show to shut up so she can have a conversation. And it was, she got kicked out.
Yeah,
and she
she
actually
got-
fell on her head
Was
on the
the
outside.
headliner on stage?
Yes. Oh, yeah. He was on stage
Yeah.
performing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, no, we don't want you talking during the show.
No.
I mean, you know,
It
if
will-
we ask you a question, answer it and move on. But 99% of the time, it's always a drunk chick. Like,
Yes.
always. Drunk chicks, for some reason, will not shut up, and they think that they can run the show.
So they're trying to heckle,
Yes,
basically.
yeah.
Well, or just stay like, oh, I don't, whatever it could be, but
So it's the Catalina wine mixer girls for the poison lovers who
Yes.
couldn't find a rich man.
Yes, the drunk soccer moms.
Yeah.
Cannot be quiet.
They haven't been out in like 6
Oh,
months.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
They haven't even seen a cock in months.
They spent all their time wrestling around like 8 little kids in a
Oh
van.
yeah, like they volunteer for everything. Hit happy hour, go home, masturbate in the shower, and go to sleep.
Play
you
World
know.
of Warcraft and not get in
Yeah.
the Chinese army.
We're at a comedy show. Woo.
Woo! Yeah, I'm gonna get involved.
Girls' night. Girls' night.
There's always that one woo chick. Woo!
Oh, God.
Every group has the
I
woo
think
chick.
she's sitting back here, too.
Are you a
She's
woo
sitting
chick?
back here. I heard her a couple times.
We
say
got
woo.
someone in the peanut gallery.
Oh yeah, always a woo chick, and bartenders. I bartend, but that's your bullseye right there. Is that woo chick in the party? Because eventually she'll be sitting at the bar, just going, I don't know, maybe I should break up with them. Talking like you're the shrink. No, you should.
Yeah.
You should break up
Text
with
him now.
Yeah.
Text him now.
This shoulder is excellent.
Oh, if I get the opportunity for someone I don't give a shit about to ask me advice on their relationship and they're drunk enough in the moment and have their phone out, you've stepped into my web, and we are going to play.
Drive for Uber.
I
I drove for Uber. It's the craziest thing.
It's
they
hard.
trust you.
It's hard when you're always drunk.
Yeah, that is a drawback.
You should go to sleep in the back seat of my car. I'll be out there when I get off.
All right, one final one on the good here. This is the good.
Uh-oh.
I took it. It just random came up. I'm Peach 44. What is it? It's got a goddamn emoji. I hate emojis, man, so much. How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? It's the internet. This is not my fault.
This is the good.
A
I'm gonna
one,
go,
a two, a three.
I think we should ask her. Let's ask. It's got to be a girl that knows this one, right? I mean,
It's one lick and then a fall in a pool.
yeah.
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 Well, maybe 6 licks and a bite.
And a nibble.
And a nibble. 6 licks and a bite. No one can lick a Tootsie Roll Pop until you get to the middle. I'm
No.
sorry.
No, because your hand is just a sticky. It's like you're 7 and you have an ice cream cone at the fair at that point. It's just awful.
Why is it all over your hand?
Because it just, you got to get in there.
I get like 45 licks in. I've came 3 times. You know what I mean? I have to bite it. You know, so.
Yeah, you have to
Did I say
bond
that
with
out
your
loud?
Tootsie
Did I say
Roll.
that out loud?
You
Holy
have
shit.
to,
I would say your Tootsie Pop licking has to represent your banging.
Ah, well,
Like
45 licks in.
there's that Latino stud who's like, I will lick it all the way till I get to that Tootsie. And then there's just like white dude, just like, I will lick it. I'm
Ew.
done.
What?
The guy who's been excited and just waiting for the moment. Think Kenneth. Kenneth licks not even half a lick. He's like, and then he screams at it while he passes out.
I think Val Kilmer would be the best. He'd like, can you picture him just holding a Tootsie Roll lollipop and going, I'll be your Huckleberry.
All right, let's move on to the bad here. The hashtag, if life were like a reality show. And now this is, I'm guessing this is going about daily life and how we would think about, because, people like, and this is Cuddy, this is your strength. You are addicted to reality shows, whether you want to admit it or not. No, bullshit. Because I walk in that room so many times, or in the living room, and you've got the Kardashians on. It's like, well, it was just on.
Oh, no.
But it's been on for 7 hours. There's a point to turn it off. So if life was like a reality show, how would that go? We'll go with Ken first.
I think, I've been telling people this, all along. Like, I used to watch The Biggest Loser because I love diet shows.
You didn't watch it enough.
Yeah, well, hey, I watch diet shows. Did you know that you can lose up 2 to 7 pounds during an abortion? Did you guys know that? So I'm telling you, ladies out there, stop making me wear a condom. It's the Ken diet plan. You know what I mean? 2 to 7 pounds in an abortion. You didn't know that, did you?
No,
Google
I'm trying to figure out where the reality show's coming. Are you just offering?
That would be my diet. That would be my reality show.
I thought you were gonna say that you like watching them because it made you feel better.
No, I'm
about
trying to come up with my own reality TV show diet plan,
Where
like
you
The Biggest Loser.
Just knock a bunch of women up and then tend to them like they're hens in a house.
At which trimester who loses the most pounds?
You're not ready yet.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Wow.
But I'm the stoner.
Whole lot of nope on that one.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's pretty bad.
Anthony, I'm putting you in. What do you got?
I think reality is already kind of like, life is starting to slowly get to a reality show with all of our phones, everyone's Facebook living things, It's slowly getting to a point where everyone's going to have to be on camera basically 24 hours without you even knowing it. Like, it's just going to get ridiculous. It started with the cameras on the phones, and cameras came on the front of the phones, and now it's just like constantly, people either taking selfies of each other or they're just it's too much. It's too much putting yourself out there on the internet. It's like, I don't need to know you ate at Panda Express at fucking 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm not gonna like that. It's just constant, just stream of bullshit after another, and I think it's just gonna slowly head towards that, where it's just more and more cameras on everyone.
Okay, so you went very deep and
I went a little real with that one.
Like the girl who filmed her sister dying in the car crash.
Yeah.
That's her excuse, I believe. Her defense is that she's addicted to social media.
See, that's ridiculous.
And coming from somebody who's old enough to remember before it was better, because you could go off the grid if you wanted to. If you didn't want to talk to somebody, you just didn't answer your phone. It was beautiful. Nobody knew where you were at. It was great.
Call my boss now, call in sick, and they're like, FaceTime me. Let me watch you have diarrhea.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Then why did you check into Chipotle?
Show me the bowl.
Yeah.
So at this point, you're saying real life is taking on. I'm risking getting banned here from the YouTubes.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you brought up the chick Abdilia Sanchez, who Facebooked her sister's death. And I just want to have... No, I can't! Damn it! It's killing me. I was going to put her death on the thing. Yeah, no. I got a warning. I got a warning. I got to shut down. I can't do it.
We can't have we can't have abortions and death in one segment.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Fine. Let's go back to this then, just to make up for Abdilia. Hit the button, Kyle! There you go. We just got Fat Kid with sword. That's killing his sister.
Look how serious he is.
He's serious.
Did he just chop diet water? Did that say diet water?
That's why he's mad.
Yeah.
How dare him?
Oh, look how
he's
he
triggered
cleans it before putting it back in. He knows the sacred ways.
All right. Tim. Your turn.
I think if I wanted to do a reality show myself, I do like Russia. Did you hear Russia's doing a Survivor and you can murder people on the show?
Wait,
that it's okay?
Oh, the Chechen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you still have to face the courts and everything, but like.
Okay. Full disclosure.
Yes.
I recently applied to Survivor, and I may have gotten a email saying round 1 interview type thing.
Okay.
So, but I don't want to be on that Survivor.
No.
I want to be on the Survivor with the pussies.
But I want like pay-per-view gladiator stuff. Like fight to the death. Get people like, oh, I hate my ex. All right, then cool. We're gonna throw you in this pit with a bunch of shit. Go Mad Max Thunderdome on
I
each
thought
other.
we just did that with Houston.
Oh, but my abortion bit was bad. Huh?
I'm not doing anything. They're working it out amongst themselves. It's like therapy with swords. Oh, hey, we're back to the sword with the sword guy. Bada bing.
It can happen in Texas, though, you know.
God, he's got her face covered. She's out. She can't do this.
I know. We're foul. My father calls my comedy foul. That's when I really knew I made it.
We say you're a chicken?
You're at the right level.
Yeah.
You know, moments of fathers. My dad doing the podcast. 8 years of doing this type of stuff. I always got the. You should really focus on getting a good job, and you make sure it's a hobby, and don't spend so much money, blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly, I got a KMJ because of a show I did that got me somewhere and did something.
Yeah.
I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Don't give me that. You're the first one off the mailing list.
Yeah, he's wearing your T-shirt every day to the grocery. That's my boy.
Yeah, I'm like, don't tell him that. I don't want you. No, get out.
Did you hear my son on the radio today?
Stop, Dad.
You got the iTunes?
I'm going to light the house on fire. Gotti, do I even have to ask?
If my life were a reality TV
Yeah,
show?
no, you got something.
She has a list.
No, I think, and this is not something that I want to say. It just certain things happen here
She's
and there.
gonna say it.
But I feel like if my life were a reality TV show, it might be that one MTV show, Ridiculousness or Ridiculous.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like just
because you fall on poles while sitting, right?
Yeah.
She lives with me.
There's your starter.
That's the pilot.
Yep. How did this happen?
I'm the person who thinks, peeing in the sink is brilliant. It is.
No.
It's absolutely brilliant. Because
Say paint?
Peeing.
Oh, peeing.
Oh, no, because the toilet has, while it's a good, place for aim, the sink, it brings it up higher, and there's less chance of failure, which girls always complain about the pee all around the toilet. Luckily, I have a 7-year-old, so I have a Patsy. But I thought, if I have diarrhea, the sink also kind of...
God, no.
No. That's off the table. And it's still in planning stages.
I brush my teeth in there.
No.
I wash my face.
Do you
in
put
there.
your teeth on the fucking sink?
Have you ever accidentally dropped the toothbrush in the sink?
Well, that's your bad.
Excellent point.
I have a little disclaimer. Diarrhea goes in the kitchen sink where you have the sprayer.
The bidet.
And not everyone has a fancy sink.
Wait a minute, I like
that.
where you're going because solid poop can go there too because you have
Garbage
a garbage disposal.
Did you know that
Guys got this.
Did you know that
We know.
there are more germs on your cutting board than on your toilet seat? Did you know that? You didn't know that, did you?
Things we learned.
Yeah. So,
Well, it's like women that, oh, no, I don't want to give a blowjob because, it's dirty. Oh, but you'll suck a dude's finger that he's had everywhere over the course of the day.
Probably in his butt at some point.
At some point scratched his own ass.
they get mad when you're cutting up their vegetables on the toilet seat, right? What the hell? You just told me that there's more germs on the cutting board than on the toilet. Don't get mad at me when I cut your onions up on the toilet seat.
You had your tongue in my ass, and you're worried about where I cut your veggies up.
No.
Wow. Look at her.
Taint is not the end of the journey. That's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's that dry land Moses walked across.
That is a phrase
That's
I never want to hear again.
That's how you can find out if he really trusts you. You pin his legs behind his ears and play bunny rabbit in the dark.
That's
if he
a lot of
if he clenches,
Wow.
yeah.
I can't even picture it right now.
You're terrified a little bit right now.
You gotta take your headphones off. Your equilibrium's all messed up.
Yeah.
So was there something next?
Yeah.
Well,
How did we get here?
Shit in sinks.
you opened. That was you.
Yeah.
That was you.
This last couple minutes was all you. All right.
Not at all.
The last one. Hashtag North Korea nukes, which I'm taking as the ugly in the sense of weak buzz or / hype. We've all seen this. We've seen a show, a comedy show like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Volume 12 coming to Fulton 55 September 8th, where it's got a lot of hype, but when you go in, you're going to be mildly disappointed.
Just mildly.
Mildly.
A smidge.
I'm thinking of the Popeye's chicken one when I say mild. Sorry, it's a mild, not spicy. Things that have happened where it's just been this huge buildup of, oh my God, we're walking into war. They're going to nuke us. You want bad? Where it actually just turns out to be a tequila song.
Yeah.
Thoughts? What your moment? Let's go, Ken, first.
I like how this guy over in North Korea says he can bomb us, which he really has nothing that can reach the United States. I don't believe he just keeps sending off these missiles, out into the water. I'm not even afraid of this guy at this point. I don't know. I think our missile defense will shoot down anything that comes. I mean, you take an airplane from North Korea to here, it's going to take like 42 hours to get here, and a missile's going to take 17 hours to get here. You think we're not going to find that thing in 17 hours before it reaches the United States? If it could reach us, I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I think Guam's fucked.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Because it's like 17 minutes. It's like suck faster, honey, because I'm going out like this.
I don't even know where Guam is, so it doesn't. Go ahead and blow it up. I don't give a shit.
But see, it's like blowing up it's like killing your stepsister or something. It's like, you're pissed. Now you got to defend her. But
all these people will finally know where Guam is if it gets
That's true. Guam will be huge on social media.
Yeah,
Guam will go viral.
Yeah. Why do you have a U?
It will.
A silent U in your name.
Yeah, hashtag where's Guam? Then it'll be Guam who?
Okay, well, Anthony, hit me. Things that hyped that failed completely.
Well, I think this is completely going off of no North Korea, but the movie last year, Suicide Squad. Oh man, it got every build up. It was on. Everyone was talking about it's going to be the greatest.
You son of a bitch.
And then Jared
you just took mine.
No.
It just took. Everyone was so hyped about it. I think when I went to the movies, there's people dressed like them already, and the movie came out. And so it was just a complete failure. It was terrible. The only thing good about it was Harley Quinn.
Yeah, the porn spinoff's great.
The
Harley Quinn, the Harley Quinn is
I have
naughty.
never seen that.
Batman rails Harley Quinn. Oh, are we supposed to be PG-13 again?
If you got a suggestion out there, Internet Land, again, if you're listening tonight, 492-0450, hit us up quick for that. Let's see, hype. What's a good hype? I would say this show.
Damn it, that was mine.
Oh, go ahead. Gotti, go ahead and you say it.
DDP Live.
You bitch. Why would you do that? This show is great. See, I get no love from her.
Well, you and I were talking on the break about Geraldo with Al Capone's safe. It was like 47 minutes of build-up, and then some producer going, stretch, keep talking. You have nothing. It's completely empty.
That's also what she said to me before.
Stretch.
Oh, she's mad because I dropped a B word on her.
The B. What's the B? Which B word?
I don't know. The B word.
I said something bad, and this is now, and this is the first time in the new show we've been able to drop her theme music.
How can you can't be aggro during that song? It's impossible. It's probably you're just like, that's like taking a bong rip right there listening to that song.
Okay, I'll tell you hype. Hype is a wedding night. Right?
Absolutely.
So you're spending the money, the planning, the time. You're putting together this whole thing. You're dropping your entire future financially into this whole thing. And it's this glorious princess moment. Like Disney is going to write your goddamn wedding. And you're thinking at the end of the night, you are going to bed and, just here we go. Here we go. And you're getting the best thing ever, right? No. You're dead asleep. It's like, I'm so fucking tired. This has been ridiculous. This has been a year and a half of planning. We've been dancing. We've been talking to every single one of Cuddy's family members. It's time to go to sleep. That's hype, dude.
No,
anyone getting married knows.
Been
married.
Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more.
There is no fun on the wedding night.
That's why I am a firm believer of you do not have sex until you're married.
He almost kept a straight face.
Is this a preview of your stand-up?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we got that covered. We're going to take a break. Let's go ahead and talk about give me a call. 492-0450, because we got tickets for Brick Madness. Now, you call me up first. Caller is getting a pair, and then also getting some tickets to the show. It's 492-0450. It's hashtag DDP Live. When we come back, we got our game. It is going to be Trigger Me This. If you thought this was crazy, this is the true ugly. Coming up here next, Longbox.FM. You're tuned in to hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM.
Shall we play a game? Challenge accepted.
Hashtag DDP Live here at Longbox.FM Studios, brought to you by Riley's, and apparently a lot of sad stories and bad family values just all around the table. Not only from like old people like Ken, but apparently I'm doing my son dirty too. So that's what we're doing now. Tonight's game, on the choices that you saw on the screen, this is how we're doing it up. We're doing the Trigger Me This game.
Oh, yeah.
So, and again, the political climate, we talked about politics earlier and how comedians deal with it. And, DACA, all these dreamers are going to be sent home. And we know that all these college kids are being all upset about banana peels or whatever statues or whatever horses are named after Robert E. Lee's horses. I mean, everybody's upset. So we want to do something very safe and very, very soothing for the soul. And so what I have is a bunch of pictures that are very innocent. And I want to make fun of these stupid motherfuckers by talking, like, think in the mind of a kid, like you're in Berkeley or Portland or Seattle or Fresno State. And you see this image. Tell me how it triggers you. Okay, I don't want the Rorschach thing about thinking about a memory of something. Tell me the trigger. And we're going to give points off of who's the best here. Now, Cuddy, do you want to be point keeper or do you want to play?
I don't know.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Way to jump right in.
I have been triggered already. Let's go with the first one.
All right.
Pick it up.
Let's see.
And we're going to start tonight with Tim. Tim, two ladies walking in a nice field.
What triggers me is the fact that the girl that needs a sandwich has a giant camel toe, but the fat girl doesn't. Like, I don't know how that even happened. That upsets me. Oh, am I going the opposite way of what we're supposed to do?
No, you're doing it fine.
Okay. I have no idea, but that just immediately, I'm like, oh my God, she's so skinny. Look how long her neck is. It's like a giraffe neck. But look at it. It's like a triple C. It's like a zipper camel toe. I've never seen anything like that in my life. That is fantastic.
Okay. Good start.
Wow.
Good start.
All right.
Anthony.
All right.
Rookie to the show. You get to step up.
Let's see what's going
Your
on.
shot. Same one.
Oh.
2 girls in a park. How does that trigger you?
What triggers me is that how these 2 women are throwing around their white privilege in their nice park. how they're able to walk around there in the nice dandelions, walking around together safely, throwing around we're in the nice side of town here. We're white. Nothing's going to happen to us. On the other side of town, however, there's this little patch of grass where an African American's going to be, with just their one barbecue right there, while these pretty, women get to walk around with this nice dandelion, area. It just
He owned it.
I understand the bit now.
Yeah.
You should have gone to me first.
You can't even.
I just can't even. Right
You
now.
just can't even.
I just can't even right now.
All right. Well, Ken.
I think what triggers me, the first thing I thought of was like a tampon commercial, like they're discussing their scents. She's looking at her. Have you seen the commercial?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Do you feel fresh?
Ocean breeze.
Do you feel fresh? That's what it looks like to me.
With that commercial voice.
Yes, I smell just like those dandelions over there. And I'm about to smell like this black guy's barbecue we're about to pass.
She's all like, Monostat is not an electronic device. Actually, that's what you use for your itch.
Really? That's what my husband told me. That's what he named my vibrator, was Monostat.
Cuddy, do you want to jump in?
No.
Oh, then I have to decide. Do you want to decide a point? If you're not going to play, you got to be the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. What do you got?
No, I'll be judge.
Yeah, be a judge.
Well,
Judge
then
us.
are you going to go?
Oh, shit. Do I get to play?
Yeah.
I never get to play these things.
Well, then do it.
Hit that picture up again. Oh. Okay. This bothers me because these are 2 privileged girls in Berkeley hanging out in that park where they covered it in poo to keep away the KKK, thinking, what style of mask should we wear when we're Antifa? I mean, I spend a lot of time on my hair. I wanted to make it look good, but when you're wearing the bicycle helmet, it needs to look good. They have a real thing about black. So a black bandana, that really bothers me because it doesn't go with the shade of skin. And so it bothers me that they're spending so much time talking about this. And really, the real issue is that white people are bad. Come on.
Exactly.
Get with the fucking program. Cuddy, what do you got?
I got a point for Anthony.
Oh.
Anthony.
Nice, thanks.
Wow.
It was the whole white privilege and the dandelions. I just couldn't get over it.
Oh, come on. Wait. Okay. Next one. Anthony, it's a set of eggs, and you get to go first.
Oh, man, that's a really wholesome picture. I don't know how I'm going to trigger that one up.
It's triggerable.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, man. The thing with eggs is that who's producing those eggs? It's the farmers on the factories that are going around killing those chickens and just taking their eggs. They put them in these little cages, and there's just like 4 of them in this one little tiny cage, and it's just all they want is the eggs. They don't care about how the chicken feels or if he wants to go out into a yard and graze for a little bit. No, he stays in that cage, and they just want the eggs. That's all it...
I'm pulling it. I thought, but with the shaking, I just saw Tourette's.
Yeah.
With shakes, let's go with Tim.
Did we lose the picture?
Yeah, no. Okay, so the eggs.
Eggs. You don't need the picture.
The eggs with the whisk next to it?
Yeah.
You know what triggers me about that is the fact that here are these innocent eggs, and those are almost meat. They're like baby meat. They're almost meat, and the whisk implies that you're going to murder them for your food. when that head of lettuce, I know it doesn't have a chance to run away, but, you can't hear it scream. And, inside that egg is screaming because you're murdering it. And no, abortion's completely different. That has nothing to do with the egg. And that whisk, that's like a weapon. That whisk. You know what? Whisk is a trigger word. Mm-hmm. I'm done.
Ken.
I don't know if I can follow that. I'm just looking at this thing thinking, wow, that's like a boneless chicken sandwich. That's what that looks like. You know what I mean? I don't even see eggs. I just see like a good breakfast. And you guys are just worried about the chickens. I'm worried about my belly. Okay? You guys see this belly? If you can zoom in on this with one of your 17 cameras,
you're like, there should be more eggs.
Yeah, that's a lot of cholesterol. That's a lot of cholesterol, though. 6 eggs. That's
good protein, though. Good protein.
Yes.
It's energy food.
Yeah. Energy food. Eggs are great. Eggs are delicious. I just want to color them.
and then bite their heads off. Draw little faces and bite their heads off.
What are you gonna? What Easter crap are you doing here?
Hey, do you know that my aunt in Louisiana had chickens that laid colored eggs?
What?
Yeah,
colored.
I swear they're colored eggs.
Were they gay chickens?
No, they're called Americana chickens, and they actually lay colored eggs.
What colors?
Different pastel colors: blue, reds, greens, yellows. Yeah.
Whoa.
True story. Google it.
You need to be, speaking of trigger, you need to be careful saying the word colored now.
All right, let me take a shot of the eggs here. The eggs, the whisk. Now, Ken, you already laid the thing, but what bothers me as a good conservative Republican here in the Central Valley, where we are concerned with Christian beliefs and the fact that, the good, the what do they call it, the nuclear family?
Yes.
But this is a Democratic ploy to talk about Planned Parenthood, where you can scramble all the eggs you want. You just keep doing you, bang away. But we will give you the welfare. We will give you and then that trigger. This is a right-sided trigger. It's a rare thing.
A conservative trigger.
It's like the chupacabra. It's hard to find, but it's strong when it comes out. So yes, I'm pissed off that we're just scrambling eggs in these mothers' vaginas because they just want to have a good time because they had a little bit too much drink at Livingstone's while it was burning down. Boom.
And then lose 6 to 8 pounds, right, Ken?
No, the Ken diet.
What do you got, Cotty?
Okay, so I'm gonna say that. I'm surprised nobody called out the whole hipster aspect of this. The eggs are sitting on burlap. Who else uses that?
Well, hipsters would use hemp.
Same shit. Normal people don't use it.
I know.
Anyway.
Only for sheets.
On this round, Tim almost had it, but then he brought in the A word, and then it just...
Anal? Alimony?
Yeah, that one.
Aardvark?
So who's got the win?
Tim gets half a point.
Half a point? This is why...
A trophy for everyone.
Things from now on.
Here's that.
Great. Everybody got a trophy. So I'm worthless. My mom should have aborted me. Oh, I said it again.
God damn it.
He only got the egg whites at that point.
Wow.
You're an old
white privilege.
You're an old people
Triggered.
Denny's menu right now. All right, let's go to the next one. IP4. Oh, there we go. It's a beautiful globe.
Oh.
With the sun behind it. It's a sexy version of just art and beauty. And so with art and beauty and everything sexy, let's go with Ken.
I'm thinking of the TV show Lost. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
That's what I named my son after.
Lost?
Desmond. Oh. Yeah.
Not obsessed much?
Hurley?
My name's Oops. Sorry. That's my daughter's name.
Wasn't me.
Sorry. Yeah. No, it looked. It was nice. That was a nice picture, man. That was better than eggs and stuff. It was like a globe. It was like like my mom used to collect those things. I had like millions of them all over the mantle when I was a kid. And one time I broke one and got a spanking. spanking with a belt. You ever been spanked with a belt on your ass for breaking a snow globe? It's not good. You can't even you get a scar. You have to tell your friends, I got my ass spanked for a snow globe. It's not.
No way. You caught it. You caught it jumping. You caught it on your tough skins, jumping over a fence, running from the
cops. I had a little bit of flakes on my ass from the snow globe.
Question.
What happened?
Why are your friends knowing that you have a belt bruise on your ass?
Excellent question. Yeah. I think I'd like to know as well.
Can we bring the egg picture back up, please? Let's start over with that.
It's like, move on.
With the girls in the field.
I'm not getting that personal.
All right. Well, since you popped in, Anthony, hit it.
Well, if everybody notices that Bubble's sitting on top of a black glove. And so with that, if we can pull up that picture again.
Yeah, pull that picture again.
Do you see that black glove right there? That is where our world has been built on the backs of African Americans, and theirs is right there. There's our world right there with the African Americans holding it up from the bottom because they built this country.
What's sad is this is not too far from real people right now.
I've seen that conversation on Facebook this week.
It's more of a mitten.
Why is the chocolate milk smaller than the regular milk aisle? What?
Yeah.
All right, Tim.
I don't even see a glove. To me, that's a guy's head in the way, isn't it? And to me, what triggers me is, it's the height privilege. They see every parade.
Oh, man.
They don't feel bad about it.
In front of every concert.
Front of and are they gonna go to the back? No, of course not. No. They get ahead in business,
In inches.
Yeah, and although
dicks are normally bigger too, by the way.
By your personal experience.
Case in point. 6'4", ladies.
All right.
6'4 3/4", ladies.
That's 13 shoe.
13 and a half.
Your shot on this.
What's that?
Come in, Captain Clippy. What's your shot on this?
On the globe thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of like a weird thing with the sun and what are those Canadian maple leaves? I don't even know what those things are. People stare. I think it's just. Oh, they're not. Are they snowflakes? Is that what you're?
I don't know.
It's a freezing bubble.
I don't see the.
You can't say snowflake. That's no. That's a no.
Oh shit!
What'd you say?
I said snowflake.
Oh, God damn it!
Trigger.
I don't know. I don't get the picture. It's just kind of like. I like it though. It's pretty. You got the sun coming through the snow, but like I said, it brings up bad memories for me getting my ass whooped for breaking my mama's snow globe
and showing your friends.
Yeah.
All right, let me take a crack. Quick, easy. # global warming. Put that photo up.
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, this is serious. Look at the sun melting that thing, because there used to be continents on that. But if you look, they've all that one right up front. That's Africa. You see how small that got? Yeah. Global warming melts.
Why's it got to be Africa in front of the afro?
Africa?
Because it's a white man explaining how it's mansplaining. White's mansplaining.
Where do you guys see the glove? I didn't know I needed my glasses. I can barely see that screen right now. So I don't know why I'm even talking.
All right, gotta hit it.
I kind of hate giving you a point right now, but that global warming thing was.
Bam!
Kinda.
Practice.
Oh, I like playing these games. That's cool. That's cool.
Of course, he went last.
There's a bias here.
Yeah,
we're gonna go to 3 because I think it's gonna be a struggle to get to 3. It's passing around, and Tim apparently is half a point because.
I know. I said the A. Okay, we're doing a bit about a game about triggering, and then I trigger the judge and lose half a point. If you could not be more liberal in a game than that.
Here we go.
It's real life, bro.
This is real life internet.
All right. Since I took the win, I'll do this. You know what bothers me about this? There's a pretty leaf with a heart hole in it. It's because no one gives enough love to vegans. And even the tree gets it. Because they don't want to be eaten. That's why they put a heart out there to show we love you too. And that's why, tofu and pieces of of rock and maybe some vape, and that's my diet. That's what I do, and I bicycle, and I wear a man bun, and I'm cooler than everyone else. I've started a website in Fresno to talk about how much I'm a downtown guy, and I'm a vegan, and I was here before all of you, and all you comedians are terrible, all you bands were terrible, all you people who promote Fresno were terrible, because I did it first, because I didn't eat the fucking leaf, because it had a heart.
Oh.
It matters. So let me get some Sarah McLachlan on this, because that's what fucking matters, man, as long as we don't have the leaves crying, like that one did. I'm out.
That was the mic drop.
That was out.
Somewhere Jewel is crying right now.
Who's next?
I'll just say that I like the leaf. I like the heart in the middle of the leaf because I'd fuck that leaf just like Adam did. Okay, Adam put the leaf on. That's why the heart's there. His little penis and his balls came through there. Can we say that? Can we say penis and balls?
I think we're way past that.
Penis, she likes penis and balls. That's what it looks like to me, and it also looks Canadian to me for some reason.
It does.
Is that a maple leaf? Is that a Canadian? You ever notice, like, you ever go to a hockey game and you got, like, the Sharks, they're like, and then you got the Red Wings, the Devils, or whatever, then you got the Canadian, the Toronto Maple Leafs. You're like, what kind of mascot is that? Like, how are you going to win something? We're just going to cover you up. Wait till fall, you son of a bitch. Wait till fall.
Wait till fall, you son of a bitch.
Your back's going to get sore from raking us.
The heart's nice. I like that it shows love. Loves for leaves, and I think Tim Tim has lots of loves for leaves. He smokes them daily.
Loves for leaves. I'll give you $1 if you can say that 3 times.
I can barely spit it out once, thanks to Riley's Brewing Company.
All right, well,
shameless plug.
Since you threw it to him, Tim. What do you got?
It triggers me because it looks like a vagina with a penis at the same time, and it's really like it's really upsetting me. I just and the edges are orange, like it's a little bit on fire, and I'm not sure how to feel about it, and I may want to join Jewel and cry.
Anthony, your shot.
I don't even know how to follow that.
You're thinking about it now.
No, that's all I can think about is just how it just. That leaf just makes me sexually confused in myself. It makes me question about just where my orientation is.
Are you a T?
I'm
or a Q?
Queer. I'm just whatever I feel like. That's what I am. Today I feel like being a man. Tomorrow, who knows? Maybe I can be that leaf.
Hey, tape it down.
Yeah.
Hit the town.
2 over the nips, 1 over
Fuck
the junk.
this game. I just got audio today. I feel like being a man. Tomorrow, that's going to come back. Oh, holy crap.
Hope your mom's watching.
She's proud. She's proud.
Connie. She hates everything about this show,
She's
man.
just disgusted right now.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. I'm kind of done with this, but point has to go to Tim.
Thank you.
Oh, Tim's got
Suck
1.5
it.
That's nice.
Y'all thought it was ridiculous when I was saying it, didn't you?
I'll give you this. Oh, half a bing. Oh. Yeah.
No, this time he got a full point.
Okay, so it's right now, Tim, you're in lead 1.5.
All right, I got this.
Yeah, you don't want to do this, but yet you're the one drawing it out longer.
And Anthony and I each have 1 point. Mm-hmm. I think 3 might be aiming too high.
Yeah. I think I scored a 0 last time I was here, too. I don't like this game.
Ken wants to take his ball and go home.
Right. IP4, hit us up with the next one. Oh, it's kicking in. I shouldn't have eaten the brownie. All right, so chick with many faces, and because Tim got the win on the last one, you go first.
You know what triggers me is there's no mouth. What's the point of having a head if there's no mouth on it? It doesn't have to talk. It should be there. That's all I have.
That's good.
Simple and easy. Anthony, you're on deck.
This triggers me because what this represents is the government. It represents white people and just constantly watching everyone. I can't handle this anymore. All of this this overarchy of just all these white people just peering their eyes down at me, constant peer pressure. It just feels like I'm being pushed down. It feels like I'm being held down here.
Why did I let you go first, man? I'm going to rethink mine.
His age group, it's like the natural instinct to just like, well, you know, what would my friend who may or may not be in transition think of this picture right now? that marches so often that he/she, they aren't sure why they're even marching on any particular day. They just grab a sign. Somebody hands it to them.
All right, I'll go before you, Ken.
All right, you go ahead.
He's totally stole mine, so I got it on the spot. It triggers me because I'm really tired of having my woman with all those eyes. She always looks at everything I do, whether it's jacking off in the bathroom or peeing in the bathroom or texting someone in the bathroom or possibly writing a show in the bathroom or pouring a beer for someone in the bathroom. It doesn't matter. All those eyes are always on me because I get that face. And all those eyes all of a sudden go, what are you doing wrong? And it pisses me off because I'm a completely innocent individual. I am an angel and a saint. But those eyes tell a different story. And anyone who's ever been married or been with someone long enough past the honeymoon period knows those eyes. They always judge you.
That's right.
That's why I'm triggered. I'm out. Ken, go.
I think it's more like when I see that, I think of like a safety word. You know, like when you're having sex, you have that pineapple. You know what I mean? The safety word. Like just today after work, I had this chick come over and she's like, "You can come on my face, just don't get it in my eyes." And how are you going to manage that? That's a safety word.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot get it on her face.
Yeah. That's a trick question right there.
That is pineapple. Yeah. Okay, that's what that picture is. Right?
That's fantastic.
Right?
I'm going to give that a golf clap right there. We don't even care what the judge thinks.
But now we have the chick with the eyes. What do you got, Connie? Who's the winner? Who gets a point?
I have 2 points to give out.
A half a point, 2 points. Yeah, I'll be the judge in the future.
How many pictures do we got?
What do you got?
I'm giving Ken half a point.
Wait.
He's on the board. He's on the board.
He got a golf clap?
No, just remember, she has 2 points.
So you're giving all of us half a point. Excellent.
Oh, sorry. I guess I should have said 1.5 points to give out.
Okay.
The math's here.
Ken's got a half.
Yeah.
And where else?
So the point goes to Anthony, although I'm a little upset that he didn't mention the fact that there are no brown eyes on that.
Oh man.
You bad liberal.
I'm so bad at this.
Okay, give up. That's it.
I got to give my liberal card out.
Yeah.
All right.
You have to put your autographed Bernie Sanders T-shirt on eBay.
Where do I put my
brown
riot?
too. Come on.
Where do I put my riot gear at?
All right. Let's do this for the final.
Next
One last picture. What do we? Well, we got to decide which is the best picture. I think keep going. We got a bunch loaded up. No, let me go. What's the last one?
Throw us a bone here.
Okay, that one. Yeah. Let's do it. Since Ken got half a point. Go for it.
This reminds me of anal sex. I'm just going to go ahead and say that was my trigger point.
It's the bulging eyes, isn't it?
No, it was the brown squirrel. I mean, because, right? I mean,
you're right into the chili dog from there.
Brown squirrel babies running around out there. You can't get pregnant from anal. No, I don't know what this is. Is that a squirrel or a chipmunk? I'm not.
Squirrel.
It's a squirrel. Yeah, I'm going with anal
Like you
sex.
know it. You just take his word for it.
And if it was a chipmunk, what would it be then?
I don't know.
It'd be a cartoon.
Yeah. It would have a squeaky voice.
One's wholesome, one of them's anal sex.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Squirrels are dirty.
A little sweater with an A on it.
Chipmunks are wholesome.
And a movie. Go ahead, Tim.
Oh my God. Okay. Tim.
Let's see.
Anal sex, Tim.
Anal sex, just take it down that road. But it does look at his face and his hands kind of curling up like, ow, what is that in my ass? You know, like Chevy, like in...
You're a slut.
You know, it's like, you using a whole fist there, Doc? That's my face. That you know what triggers me? That whole you have to go for a prostate exam. Shit, that's what that makes me think of.
Right?
Yeah,
makes you think fast.
I don't want some dude. Yeah, it's the bulging. It's like, why are you putting your finger? A chick, hey, go a couple knuckles. You know, let's just have a safe word. But
yeah, pineapple.
But a dude. I don't want a dude's finger in my ass. Pineapple's an excellent one.
His shirt
has pineapples on it. It's like we're watching Psych.
All right, Anthony.
You know, ever since he brought up anal sex, it's just been, it's just I can't get it out of my head now. Yeah, I'm gonna call anal sex now the brown squirrel. So
That's right.
you know
You
what?
know how they do that? They actually get a tube, like a big PVC pipe, and they put in your butt, and they put the squirrel in, and they blow it, and the squirrel goes into your butthole. I saw it on a video. You're welcome.
Today I learned.
Was Richard Gere like? Was he the commentator?
She taught me
That
one-
poor
one back
asshole.
Never. He's never gonna live. Dude, you wait a minute though. You have what was it? A little mouse
This is
in a stocking, a pantyhose in your ass.
This is pre-internet
Yeah.
trolls or early.
But it's not
early on stage internet trolls who took him on and planted a rodent in his butt, and he can never live it down.
Never. It was like almost 30 years ago now, and it
The
still
guy's been
is there.
screaming for 30 years. There was never a rodent in my ass.
Yeah. I didn't have it in my ass.
for very long.
When's the last movie he's been in, though? There you go, right there. Ever since Rodent in Your
Well,
Ass,
you know,
movie.
Disney's not calling him to voice a chipmunk, that's for sure.
And Alvin, right?
Yeah.
No voice for
Yeah,
Alvin
he's not
coming.
doing a cameo in the next Alvin and the Chipmunks movie anytime soon. Oh, look at that guy. He's the villain. He should be the villain in Alvin and the Chipmunks.
He wants to stick us up his ass.
That is absolutely, you come here, you know, in a fat suit, you know, come here, get my ass. It's like a little kid's panel van to a chipmunk. Get my ass.
All right.
Woo! Wow.
Everybody got the shot in?
Good weed, yeah.
Put that picture up again. Sound boy. Yeah, there we go.
Tried not thinking about anal.
You guys all went anal, and Richard Gere. You know, I'm going to try to tie this whole thing back. I had a lot of different ideas of where I can go with this, right? I can go racist. That's holding on.
Why do you look at me?
Yes.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Speaking of trigger, that's what. Hey, there's a trigger.
You live in Tehachapi, man. It's natural.
Hey, don't be bad mouthing my town now.
Okay, here he goes. I'm upset because that right there is the squirrel that is holding and hoarding every single nut from every Chinese person that has been playing World of Warcraft with their small swords, jacking off with the idea of being in the military in the hopes of being blown up by North Korea while dealing with Trump trying to eliminate all their family members who came and built our high-speed railroad here to just get them out of the country. That's what bothers me. I'm just seeing that squirrel right there has got everything just pulled in like a monster. And it's just, I've got you. You think you know what's going on. You're calling out Bannon. You're calling out Trump. You're calling out mainstream media. But I'm the squirrel that's got it all.
So you're saying this squirrel's like a puppet master in a sense.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a fucked up squirrel, man. That's Pennywise from the new It movie, which scares the shit out of you.
Son of a bitch.
So throw the point to me, right? Gotta go.
Hashtag clown squirrel.
You know, he's kind of that was good. And you know what's funny is that liberal went like the crazy left. Like the things they get crazy about and they talk about are the same things that you talk about when you're on shrooms. I just noticed that when you were talking. I'm like, I've been in this conversation before.
Which is getting
by a
legalized in
campfire.
California.
No.
Yes. There's a ballot.
Oh, the beach is going to be
legalized.
so much more fun again. Nothing better than surfing on shrooms.
Connie, what do you got?
That squirrel looked pretty predatory to me. So I'm going to give the point to you.
Hey.
You be enough, you win. That puts me at a tie with Anthony, and we've done this long enough, so
Yeah.
I've been here longer than him, so I win. We're gonna take a quickie break. We have the wrap-ups, the Dowdies, because there's no one's gonna give me an award, so I had to make one for myself.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, so
Trophies for everyone.
trophies happening. We're gonna untrigger your shit when we come back. This is the hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM. You're listening to the hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM.
This bit is super raw. All right, we're back with the hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM, and it's time for the Dowdies. Again, the point of the show where we have to highlight me, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, some pedophile in Hollywood made the Oscars. He formed it out of his dick. The form fell apart, and it made a person. And so for me, I made my own thing. Not being a pedophile. I don't know where those two stories came together. It didn't make any sense, really. Let's talk about the wrap-up for tonight. The best moments. I don't have a red square.
Sometimes you should just not say things.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want your, like, introducing your award, and it's like, hey, you know, this pedophile who was thinking of fisting a kid, and that ended up being the Oscar, made me make my award and made me think of it. I would probably do a different intro the next time you roll that out.
I did. I'll
He
work
was a
on
clown,
that.
too, so.
Actually, I blame
You
that.
son of a bitch,
I
too.
say you roll with it.
I blame that on IP4. He pressed the wrong button, and that's what happened. Hashtags for the night. We had a hashtag FUtube, hashtag DDP Live Weed. Tim, you drop that in.
Why, thank you.
We have our own brand. I like the idea. We have hashtag Chucklefuckers.
Chucklefuckers.
We had hashtag Where's Gavin? I couldn't read my own
Where's
writing.
Guam?
Where's Guam?
Gavin?
Good.
I don't know, but he's from Guam. And he's missing.
Gavin from Guam.
I like, though, the winner tonight. Ken took this with a hashtag net snitch.
Yeah.
That's fantastic,
That was
dude.
great, yeah.
That's a victory right there.
I got yeah.
Now,
Yeah, and you got half a point.
Yeah, holy shit.
yeah,
on the board.
you know,
It's a good thing.
we
And I
give
got-
out our participation
And I
ribbons
got
here.
beers.
I like the special moments for the night, the things that really stood out. I had IP4 blowing everything in the beginning of the show, really derailing this whole thing. by playing the wrong segment, the intro and all that, which may or may not have been in the system, but whatever, he was touching the buttons, so it's his fault.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's there in that. I do like Ken's feminism. Because you really are a champion for the ladies.
Yeah.
I'm a giver. I love the women. I make sure that they're happy.
Yeah. And Cuddy brings the ass.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, you just want to sleep outside tonight, don't you?
Right?
Ken's belt. I had Ken's belt on that, so I don't remember what it was, and I'm sorry.
You are so sleeping in that pool tonight.
Well, only if I slip and fall. The winner though is the Monostat story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
'cause
That was great.
you bring again the feminism.
Wrap it.
Dirtbag of the night. I only have one. Ken, you got
Can
you
I win
walked in the
everything?
door with it.
I know.
Jeez, this segment you're on fire, man.
And best and worst joke actually tied up in the same thing. I think I thought I had something with the Coke and Lil Wayne, but then Cuddy brought it in with Whitney Houston and Coke.
Yeah.
I can't remember how and why that all worked together. You could just hit rewind on the show when you're listening back later. But you got a victory. I'll give you a half a point for that. The MVP tonight, Ken.
Oh,
Come on.
I
Kiss
want
ass.
something.
Yeah.
You were both funny as hell. I mean, and it was tough because Tim really brought it. You had
Thank you
something.
very much.
And I was
I had an
surprised.
excellent time.
Anthony, you're a rookie to this shit.
Yeah.
But you came strong and triggered me this.
I tried.
You
I
did.
I can.
You're good for a young whippersnapper like yourself.
I appreciate it. I tried to channel my inner millennial.
I didn't know homosexuals could act like that and be
I know.
that good.
He can turn on the masculinity when he wants to, Caddy.
Wow.
When he's a dude, when he goes out as a dude, he makes a point with it.
I'm
Better
straight,
keep
man.
wearing that pineapple shirt, my friend.
And that pineapple shirt, he can go either way too. It's
Yeah.
very versatile.
Yeah, I could wear it
Yeah.
as a blouse.
Oh yeah.
You
Throw a
know.
little.
right.
Throw a little.
Ken, you get a minute. Talk about anything you want. Don't talk about the show because that's going to be talked
Don't
about.
talk about the show. No, I like coming on the show. I've been on the podcast a few times. It's always a good time. It's always a drunken mess. Tonight wasn't too bad, but Riley's Brewing always hooks up the beers, and you always have a hot chick with cleavage sticking out every time. Every single time I come here, you have a chick with cleavage. Now we've got Tim and this one.
Cuddy. The name is Cuddy.
Cuddy. I know it's like Gotti with a K, and then you always have a girl in the audience too for some reason that sits there and does nothing. I don't know where you book these people at. How do you give tickets out for this? I mean, how do you always get a girl to?
I hit up the Blaze and say you're desperate for things, right? I'm about to get fired. I just ruined that one too.
Yeah, there you go.
No, but thanks again for having us. It's always a good time. Plug the show and get people out. And I'm excited that you're actually going to be hosting this thing and breaking your comedic hymen, if you will. You'll be.
I'll get my blood all over that stage, man.
There you go.
We're gonna make it happen.
Oh boy.
Ew.
Oh no. Then you gotta eat it afterwards.
It's like the placenta.
Yeah.
Well, let's finish this up. Tim, first off, just you plugs, how to find you, what you do, all that.
Right now, you can either go to Uncle Timmy Comedy on Facebook or Tim Lee. It's Lea. It's pronounced Lee. It's not Lay. It's not Leah. All right. It's 3 fucking letters. You can doing stand up kind of all over the place. I just want to thank you, man. This is a lot of fun. I had a good time. This is crazy stuff. You had this little millennial. Wow, that's man. 2 beers and all that weed. All of a sudden, that had like 4 more consonants in it than it needed to.
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly.
The more substances.
Syllables. But anyways, no, good time. Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it. And Riley's Brewing. Well done.
Yeah, well,
Good shit.
that's why I'm still getting married. Ken.
What?
Yes.
You've had the vodka. That's why we're together. Ken.
Yes.
Final things. The show. Good, Bad, the Ugly.
Good, the Bad, the Ugly. This is volume 12, I guess. It's Fulton 55. If you've never been there, it's a great venue. It's right on the corner of Divisadero and Fulton. Now, how you would get there is you take the 180, you take the little exit to Fulton and go around and come. It's like the first or second lights you come to. Great spot. 3 comics, a band, a great host, and it's progressively going to get worse. We've got the good, the bad, and the ugly. So there's a good one, a bad one, and then an ugly one.
Why am I opening?
What?
You said ugly is last.
You're going to be the host of this thing, and we've also got the band Puff Puff Pass will be on stage the entire time. They're also all comedians who are going to come out and do comedy in between songs, and it's going to be a great time. And if you want free tickets, just hit up Dowdy. He's going to have a stack of them.
Or any of us, really. Either one of us.
Yeah, well, it apparently at this point, it's not really about buying your tickets. It's about just come out.
It's a party. It really is.
We talked it all up. Tonight, we're giving away tickets. No, just come out to the goddamn show.
Yeah.
It's really a free show, except you have to find a ticket before you get in. It's
Exactly.
an Easter egg hunt. That's really easy.
You can still go pay $10 at the door, but you're stupid because we're all just giving them out for free.
We'll probably be standing outside before the show.
It's one of those shows I've done, like I said, I've done it 12 times. It's one of those shows where I kind of give back. You know, I'd much rather. I've done lots of shows where I get like 50 or 60 people there, and make $400 or $500. And to me, this show will get about 400 people there, and we're not making a dime off of it. It's more for us, for the comedians, to do this show than it is for
Exactly.
Just to
it's just
get
a,
out
just
there.
a great time.
The energy of a full room is like cocaine. It's just, you're just so jacked.
What?
It's like adrenaline.
I
What do we got?
cocaine,
What?
so I don't
All right, well, that's going down. That is this Friday night, right?
Correct.
Friday. Okay, I got to remember from my schedule. So I got to come with the funny by Friday.
Uh-oh.
I'll be calling both of you a lot, going, I
You'll
don't
be
know
fine.
what I can do. It's just, I bounce these things off. Connie hates me right now. I'm going to suck. Can you bring in someone else?
Bring Cotty in.
I can just see that.
Yeah.
All right, bitches. You need to sit down. This show's going to be fucking funny, and you've got to bounce with it.
It should be like, slut, put your phone away.
No, I see your phone. I see your phone. No, you put it down. You want to get a drink? You get a drink when the host comes up. The host is me. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I wear my hoops for that night.
Yes.
Oh, are you gonna like really emphasize the eyebrows and do the big wave in the
No,
front?
I don't do the Sharpie.
90s J-Lo.
Oh yeah, just whoosh, man.
All right, that's it for tonight. Thank you.
Thank
guys,
you
for
very
coming in.
much.
Yeah,
And thank you
thank
for
you,
setting
guys.
this up because honestly, after last week, the homeless thing, and tonight with Nieto having testicular cancer or whatever has kept him out,
heat fever.
with the workers' comp thing, I needed some fun. And I wanted our listeners to know that we had some fun, that we have a fun show. We're going to do everything. We're a shotgun. And it's going to start again Friday night as we do it up. The good, the bad, the ugly. And that is it for me tonight. Thank you guys for listening in. This is Dowdy saying for anyone in the word. Word.
You've been watching hashtag DDP Live on Longbox.FM. The opinions expressed on hashtag DDP Live aren't necessarily those of staff, management, or sponsors of Longbox.FM. If you have been offended in any way during this presentation, you should have turned it off long ago. Hashtag DDP Live is a presentation of Longbox.FM.